Let's have a game. Let's have a game. Let's have a game. Competition tea. Competition tea. Competition tea. Competition tea. In this, the guests are required to complete or compete in some mild form of mental activity. The entertainment departments of most large stores have an assortment of appropriate games. These usually take the form of folding cards. Folding cards with a space for the competitor's name at the top. And a list of questions down one side. Did you get that? Did you get that? Did you get that? A list of questions down one side with spaces for the answers on the other. On the other side, with spaces for the answers on the other. There are, for example, a whole series of questions which are answered by words ending in the same syllable. Simple stories in which the names of the principal characters and an outline of their adventures are conveyed in the simple title of songs or books or other supplies, or the answers by reference to part of the device on the florin. And there is a wide choice of such games. Oh yes, there is a wide choice of such games. Oh yes, there is a wide choice of such games. There's a wide choice of such games. There's a wide choice of such games. Among such entertainments may be mentioned the book tea, competition tea, the book tea, in which each person is asked to represent some well-known book by a drawing or a simple device which can be attached to the dress. Not advisable when driving, but good fun all the same. By bike and a card with a list of numbers on it. During the time devoted to guessing, each endeavours to guess as many as possible of the books represented whilst driving through the hot city. And writes down in the space opposite the number of persons representing it. Prizes may be given to those who guess most, or the person whose device is considered the cleverest. A book may be disqualified if it
fences around the flowers.
A fixed time is allowed, during which each person guesses as many titles as possible. A bell is then rung, and the answers read out, each person correcting his or her own. The cards are collected, the results checked, and the prize is distributed, after which the guests take their departure. As a general rule, an hour will be found long enough for the actual competition. Unless you're a mountain goat. We could go into conjuring for the beginner, suitable with a mountain goat. Mountain goats would be good, I guess. Conjuring for the beginner mountain goat. Most effective tricks and how they may be accomplished. This article contains some general hints for the amateur performer and the general description of the number of tricks for the entertainment of family, goats and friends. Whilst driving. The duplicate palmed. Or shall we go for preparing the coin? The following preparations must be made privately before presenting the trick. Trick. Scratch on each coin. Scratch a mark across, a mark across.
There's a house for sale.
We go which way?
Left.
Left.
But inside, place a tin tube and
Cross the
split
bridge
it.
and we'll take a
Drops the tube. When someone has expressed his willingness to lend the money,
you don't have priority. You're fine.
and then it'll be recognised later. Do not allow him or her, however, to state openly how the coin has been marked.
Trick. Trick, 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 trick.
Make that
Tricky mountains, tricky walking, tricky mountain goat paths. Mountain goats doing tricks on top of mountains, eating green eggs and ham.
trick.
Tricky mountain tricks, tricky mountain goats, tricks, tricks, tricks.
Trick.
It's tricky out there.
Tricky.
Trick or treat, tricky mountains, tricky mountain goats, trick, 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 trick. I tricked you, you're tricking me. If we take a trick, how many tricks will it take? How many tricks?
Orange trick. Orange duplicate palmed. Forced in selection.
There's
Forced
tricky
in
getting up to those villages in the mountains. It's very, very tricky.
making tricks. Making tricks. Making tricks. Making tricks.
Decidedly
Tricky
tricky.
tricks. Tricky tricks for the tricky trick mountain.
That
Mountain.
little village is called Mountain Sky Wisdom Center Top Knot Frigid Cold Church. I know that's a long name for a village, but that's what it's translated from Occitan. People love living there because nobody wants to come up there. It's very tricky to get there in the winter. It's easier to get there in the summer, but it's the mountain. The Sulan side of the mountain.
Tricky.
Oops.
Tricky. Tricky.
All gone.
Tricky. Tricky. Oh, tricky. Oh, tricky. Oh, tricky. 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 Tricky.
When you get to the red sign, you can take a right, go across the bridge, you can take the left right after the bridge.
Take a
Take you on
right.
another small road.
Weather. Tricky journey this in hot 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 weather. Tricky journey. Tricky journey. Tricky journey. Tricky journey.
Those mountains over there are the ones where the mountain goats really like to live because they love the snow. They like to melt it and drink it for breakfast. They're gone now. The snow is melting, and we are taking a back road. a back road to paradise.
Tricky journey, tricky driving conditions, tricky driving conditions, tricky driving conditions, tricky, hot, tricky, hot in the mountains, tricky, there are the goats, ha, there are the goats, ha, there are the goats, ha, drinking water, ha, drinking water, water, drinking the snow melt, snow melts, tricky, oh, tricky journey with the windows down and the hot air blowing in my face, blowing through the mountains, 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 through the mountains.
It's inordinately difficult to be a goat. I know you probably think it's really fun because we get to be in the woods and climb on rocks and don't have to take care of anything and eat cute little bugs. No, we don't eat bugs, we like leaves. You have to learn to go right up a rock face. Pretty young, like, I don't know, 6 months or something. Because my parents are always kind of tired of sitting down in the valley. They can't see enough. They want to see vistas. So they make us, they push us with their noses, make us learn to.
Tricky connection. Villagers passing by in the hot wind, and the windows open. Shall we look for another game? 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 Shall we look the mountain goats back and the mountains 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 and the mountains. Let's look for the mountains. Skiing, the greatest of all winter sports. Few pastimes bring such great sensation of exhilaration and freedom. A short historical sketch is followed by a is explained in detail in touring, racing and jumping as described. So, the goat, the telemark, the stem turn, the Christina, the progressive steps, straight running, a kick turn, ski jumping, skipping, ski field jumps, turn jump. The mountain goat says it all. The mountain goat says it all in the hot weather, repeating the trick. For planes, the act of jumping over a rope held by the hands and whirled under the feet in a circular motion. In a circular motion, skipping in cold weather. Especially stimulating circulation, keeping the muscles firm and supple in forms. But when you're a mountain goat. Tricky connections, tricky.
The countryside heated the phone too much.
Heat. My root is burning. My root is burning. Field jumps. Field jumps for the goat. Tricky all the way, 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 tricky. Tricky connections. Tricky connections. Tricky connections. Tricky connections. Tricky connections. In the heat. Tricky connections. Tricky connection. Tricky connections. Tricky connections. green shrubs, the grass, the logs, the meadows, the blue sky above our heads, above the mountain goats head, the blue sky. We stop for a while, stop for a while, we stop for a while. See the meadows, see the mountains. Say hello to the goat. Say hello to the goat. Say hello to the goat. Musical chairs, musical connections, musical chairs, musical connections, mountain goats, telematic, mountain flood, variations, playing with a pool, hints for play, cool, 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 cool. Cool water, cool water, cool water, cool water, cool water, care with a stick, care with a stick, mountain goats. Mountain goats, care with a stick. Care with a stick. Cool water. Cool water. Freezing water. Freezing water. Exhilarating. Leaving the mountain. The water flows. The goats sip quietly at the side, watching how she swims. Well, not really swimming, but in the water, watching carefully, wondering, where's she going, where's she come from, why's she in the water, why? The mountain goat just observes what's going on, sipping from the water coolly, nonchalantly. From a distance, a crow calls. The crow calling, signalling the heat, signalling how hot it is. The crow's not too bothered about the heat. The goat just watches, sipping water coolly, wondering why she's in the water, where she's come from, where she's going. Where's she come from, where's she going, why is she in the water? Why is she in the water? Why did she come here? What's she looking for? Can she be looking for anything here? In these remote villages, up on the hills, by the mountains? What would you find here? What would you find here? Other than secrets. Secrets and things hidden. Things maybe lost as well. Lost in the water. In the snow melt. In the snow melt coming down. In the competition games. The goats have been playing. Goats have been playing on the mountain again. The goats have been playing on the mountain. They're so good at that. Wondering. Adding up things quietly. Making up a kind of a tally of things. Reckoning. The goats are reckoning. Reckoning on what's going on. Reckoning on the coolness of the water. And the greenness of the leaves. The coolness of the water and the greenness of the leaves. The secrets are here. The secrets are all around. The goats are watching. The goats know them. The goats really know them. The secrets belong to the goats actually. That's what happens. The secrets belong to the goats. The mountain goats that stand there on the rock, sipping from the water, sipping from the cold mountain stream, the ice melt that's coming down, cool, cold, crisp, clattery, clinky, sparkly. Green leaves.
The advantage of being a mountain goat is that you can swim in mountain streams.
Woo!
The advantage of being a mountain goat is that you can swim in very cold mountain streams.
Woo! Chilly mountain goats. Chilly. The hand touches the bark and the bark wraps around the tree and the tree grows from the bank and the bank is on the river that comes from the mountain.
Advantage. The advantage. The advantage. The advantage. The advantage. Finally.
Finally. I think the camera is being held by a mountain goat. And it's running. It stopped.
Oh, no. Tac. Ça va? Hein? Cary, on vient de faire le valet de la Villa. Je viens de le mettre dans la rivière. Oui, je viens de le faire. Ah oui, d'accord. J'étais avec des copains et donc eux, ils ont amené la voiture et moi j'ai dit arrête-moi là-bas, je vais me tromper. Tu vas? Comment ça va?
Ça va, ça va.
Ah d'accord.
La sorte de chose.
Ah oui, c'est vrai. Moi je pars demain, mais je reviens mercredi parce que je pense que tu as besoin de moi pour faire la toilette. Mais
Ah non, mais attends, je l'ai commandé,
je vais
faut que
quand
ça arrive. Je sais pas quand est-ce que ça. Parce que ça aussi, c'est un peu. Donc je pense que ça va mettre une semaine à venir.
D'accord.
Donc j'ai commandé là et là, demain, parce que j'en avais marre.
Ok.
Je dois réparer. Voilà, donc quand je les aurai, par contre, j'avais acheté une. Tu sais, on avait vu là que ça fuyait.
Ouais.
J'ai acheté un collier pour mettre, et puis en fait, ça va pas.
Ah oui.
Aux marmottes, ça va pas du tout. C'est pas. Donc je vais gratter puis mettre de la bombe silicone là, pour fermer,
D'accord.
pour que ça
Ok.
sente.
Ok.
Voilà, je fais ça parce qu'après on part avec Gérard et Gilles là, pendant 15 jours,
Ouais.
le 6 juillet, juin.
Ok.
Donc je sais pas si je reçois avant ou pas. Enfin, je pense que oui quand même.
Oui, parce qu'après, je serai partie, moi. Donc, c'est peut-être bien que je sois là pour t'aider.
Oui. Ah ben mais non,
Non?
j'ai
Ok.
pas besoin d'aide, mais c'est pour l'accès quoi.
Ok.
Il y aura
Oui, Marjorie sera là.
Marjorie.
Il faut juste voir avec. Il y a toujours un fait dans la petite bureau.
Ouais.
Ça
Non,
s'appelle
mais bon,
A11.
je préfère prévenir.
Ouais. Et qu'est-ce que j'allais te dire?
Et on va donc.
Oui, bonne idée. Ils sont vraiment moisis dans la salle de bain et nous, on ouvre tout le temps. On laisse toujours ouvert. Donc, je pense que quand tu avais dit qu'il y a peut-être un fric, je pense que tu as raison. Sous la douche.
Sous la douche.
Ouais.
Ouais, mais alors,
Ouais.
il faut se cacher.
Ouais. Donc, j'ai dit ça comme
Après,
ça. Pour,
il n'y a pas de VMC. Normalement, il y a une ventilation dans les toilettes. Un aérateur sur la vitre. Tu fais un trou dans la vitre et puis
ouais.
un truc qui tourne quand tu es dans la salle de bain. Quand tu
Ouais.
allumes la lumière,
Ouais,
ça
ça
tourne.
tourne.
Faut voir.
Mais nous, on ouvre. Enfin,
Oui,
franchement, la
oui,
porte
bah
est
voilà.
toujours ouverte. Hein.
Oui, oui.
La fenêtre est ouverte tout le temps. Mais...
C'est marrant parce que ça ne coule pas dessous.
Ouais.
Après, si c'est une petite fuite de rien,
Ouais.
une goutte de temps en temps,
Ouais.
ça fait du moisi, mais ça ne sort pas. Quoi. Tu ne le vois pas.
Et je pense pas que je regardais, c'est pas autour, toi. C'est pas quelque chose que
C'est
je
vraiment
vois.
dessous. Et là,
Pour le
du
moment,
coup,
je vois pas.
je vois pas par où c'est passé. Quoi. Alors, du coup, en gros, c'est cassé.
Oh, mais en baignoire. Si on fait ça, j'ai déjà imaginé. Non, mais j'ai déjà imaginé qu'on n'a pas besoin de tout cet espace sur l'escalier. Donc, en fait, on fait la salle de bain. Oui, c'est ça. Et j'ai un baignoire. Yeah.
Avec des bulles.
Oui. Ah ouais, c'est ça. La néo, bien sûr, qui change de couleur.